Hello Sagittarius, this tarot reading is focusing on how can you release past hurt that is still affecting you, even now. So if you hear tapping and noises, it's my cat. She's trying to go outside. I'm not letting her outside. It's raining. So what she does is she keeps tapping or banging into the window, the door, to get out. Just ignore her. So the first thing I want to mention is that before I shuffled, I made sure every single card in the tarot deck is upright, facing upright, okay? So what I find very, very fascinating is the King and Queen of Wands appeared reversed in this reading, okay? And I honestly don't feel really anything negative from it. What I feel is that something from the past really might have just knocked your confidence a bit. Not permanently, but enough that you start to kind of like question yourself, or questioning your direction, or questioning whether you were capable of achieving what you truly wanted. The Queen of Wands and the King of Wands are very, very powerful energies. You know, they're confident, they're passionate, they're driven, and they know where they're heading. You know, they're the energies. You know, Sagittarian are very like visionary type of people. So seeing both of them reverse feels like someone who's temporarily like lost faith in your own vision. But that is the past, okay? So let's say that's the past energy. The energy does shift, because the King of Wands is actually looking directly towards the Nine of Cups and the Ace of Swords. And I like this, okay? Because the Nine of Cups is satisfaction, fulfillment, achievement, the feeling of like looking at something and saying, yes, this is what I wanted. The Ace of Swords is the breakthrough, the realization, the moment where everything suddenly starts to make sense. The moment where you stop second guessing yourself. The moment where you can finally say, now I know. Now I know what I want. Now I know what makes me happy. Now I know what deserves my energy. Now I know what doesn't. And I feel that's why the Ace of Swords is really, really important being in this reading, because I don't think the cards are asking you to release the past by forgetting it. I feel like they're asking you to release it by understanding it. Understanding why this happened to you, understanding what it's taught you, and most importantly, understanding how it helped you become clearer about the future that you now actually want. Because I think Sagittarians are kind of like people pleasers. So yeah, what I love about the Oracle card, though, I do want to mention this, is that it does talk about achieving your aim and finding satisfaction in accomplishments, very similar to the Nine of Cups energy. But when I look at the imagery, it's almost like she's holding, I think that's, Nala. It's almost like she's holding, lie down, you crazy girl. It's almost like she's holding a magnifying glass, as though something has caught her attention, as though she's focusing on something now important. And that is exactly what the Ace of Swords feels like, that clarity, that focus, that vision, the ability to see something very clearly now. And just quickly, I want to mention that the guidebook speaks about weaving the threads of your future and kind of creating your own fortune. And honestly, that feels like the message here. The past really might have shaken your confidence, but it's also helped you discover what truly matters, what truly fulfills you, what direction your heart generally wants to go to. So the way you release his hurt is really by trusting the clarity that's arriving now. Trusting that, you know, that vision, my darling, trusting that goal, trusting yourself. Because I don't see someone who's actually lost. I see someone who finally understands where they're meant to be heading. And once that clarity arrives, confidence naturally follows as well. The confidence returns when the clarity returns. The confusion fades, the doubt fades, and suddenly what once felt impossible starts feeling achievable. So I really do feel that like the hurt showed you what wasn't meant for you, and the clarity is showing you what is. And that's, you know, that is why I feel success and satisfaction and accomplishments are much, much closer than you realise, my darling. So yeah, I wish you all the best. Have a good day. Bye-bye.